Hi, welcome to this Photoshop tutorial. We're going to talk about layers. Now, layers are one of the most important things of Photoshop, and they allow you to build compositions and put each object, color, brush stroke, document, render on a different layer so that they can be manipulated differently. As you can see on the red, well, it's not red at the moment. Let's lock the transparent pixels and do an Alt Delete, which will fill it with foreground color. Because we've locked the transparent pixels, and which is all of these, it's only affecting that green circle and changing it red. We can also, let's drag that padlock to the bin, we can lock the position, so now I can't move that red circle. Also, we can lock it totally, and now we won't be able to do anything with it. We can control click on it so it's selected, but if we try and fill it with green, Alt Delete, it won't fill with green because it is locked. To unlock it, get the padlock and drag it down to the bin, and now it frees it up. You've also got auto select, which means that whatever object you click on, you can then move. So we've got the white background, we can move the red circle, but that's sometimes useful and it's sometimes not. You can also put things in groups. So if we select both of these, so I'm just holding down, I'm clicking on one, holding down Alt, click on the other, and then pressing Control G, it will put it into a group. The advantages of that is we can name the group, so we can name the group shapes, and we might want to add a mask to that, and you can see that the mask has affected both of them shapes, but we'll get into masks another time. Also, we could add a hue saturation adjustment layer to these, and then they will change independently. Let's get rid of that hue saturation adjustment layer, and let's also bring these out of the group, bring them underneath on the group, hit the dustbin, bring the white to the bottom, and we are where we started. The other things to remember is I've showed you lock transparent pixels. Also, let's go on to the red layer and let's lock the position, so now we can't move that red at all. Again, drag the padlock to the dustbin, and also we have the lock, which basically means we can't do nothing to it. Our foreground color, as you can see, is green. Let's control click on it, which basically control clicking on a thumbnail of a layer selects the colored object or an object of color within that layer, and let's do an Alt Delete. Well, it won't fill it with that green because it is locked. Control D to deselect. Again, we'll drag that padlock to the bottom, and we've also got another one here which is lock the image pixels. So this time we will lock the image pixels. The image pixels will, in this case, will be the red pixels and the red pixels, and basically we won't be able to affect that. So if we get a brush painting with green, you see we come over and we can't brush on it. Blue, I've got the wrong brush, let me change brush. Let's change brush to maybe this. We can also go onto the blue or the white, right click, bring the size down, hardness, and now we can paint. But as we paint over the red, you will see we're not affecting the red pixels because we've locked the pixels on that red layer. If we lock the pixel on the white layer, then we'll only be able to paint on the blue layer, but we do have to target that blue layer. Let's get the history panel. Other things I need to show you is down here we have some options. We've got, let's unlock this red. We've got our FX, which is the same as layer styles, so you can get to them via there, or double click in here, or layer, and then down here I don't really use it, style, and then we've got all the different options there for layer styles. Layer styles is something we'll get into another time. We can add mask like I showed you, delete layer mask. We've got adjustment layers, so we've also got put things in a group, so I showed you that. And this one here is to create a new layer, and then we can, let's turn off all this, we can paint on that new layer. And we've also got dustbin. If your layer is selected, we can click on dustbin and it will throw it away, or we can hit delete and it will throw it away. So that's basic layers. Yes, I know it's been a real basic tutorial, but hopefully you will use layers more. In fact, in Photoshop you really need to have to use layers because they are so handy. Think of them as sheets of glass that lets you see through each sheet unless there's pixels. Hope that makes sense. Thanks for watching.